Yo! What's going on, YouTube? Christian Victor here, and we're talking about mics today, the Rode ones, the NTG. First off, who would I recommend this mic to? I'm just gonna go ahead and let you guys know right now. I think this is gonna be perfect for vloggers, content creators, or just YouTube actually. Honestly, it's a good plug and play and just get on and get filming. Now, if you're gonna go into doing like narratives or more professional work, I wouldn't rely on using this for that, and the main reason for that is because there are mics that plug in via XLR, and those ones are going to probably do you better when plugged into an actual audio recorder. This goes onto the camera, and that's not to say you can't plug it into, let's say, like a Zoom or anything like that, because it still can, and it's going to sound amazing. But if you're going to get a mic for vlogging, this is it. If you want to get one for your narratives and more professional work, I would highly suggest investing in something like a Sennheiser. So first off, my favorite feature on this mic is the fact that you just plug it in, and once you turn your camera on, this mic turns on. Turn the camera off, the mic turns off. Number two, the mount that it comes with, actually, you can slide it and make these micro adjustments. Now, I think that this is super important when it comes to vlogging or just talking heads, or if you have the mic on the camera like this, because if you're using like a wide angle lens and you can get real close to the camera, the closer you are, it's magnified how much better or how much closer, how much sensitive the mic is gonna be, as opposed to if I was back there and stepped forward. Here, step forward. It's a whole different ball game. Not only that, I mean, this is a very minor thing, is it actually has some cable management on the mount. But yeah, so I don't really mind for that too much, but that's pretty much like ergonomically what has changed on the mics. But let's go ahead and talk about the actual sound quality and the features that come with the electronics and all the cool stuff. At the top of this mic, you're gonna have two buttons, and this is mainly how you're gonna go ahead and control the sound of your mic. Now, the top one is gonna control your high pass filter as well as high frequency boost. So our option that has 75, I would use this when I'm indoors and I've got, maybe there's like a fan in the background, or the PC, definitely got a fan in the background, maybe some buzzing from the lights, and this kind of helps filter that out. If you go to 150, I would use that one when I'm outdoors. Kind of cancels out a little bit more of like maybe some of the buzz from the traffic, anything like that. And the last option you get by holding on to that top button, and that's going to be your high frequency boost. And that's going to be good if you have, let's say, the foam screen that it comes with on it. This can actually muffle it, and it kind of makes it really muddy, and you lose a lot of the high end. So if you're going to be out and you're going to be out the 150, I would highly suggest hitting that high frequency boost. It helps you get back that clarity. Now, the second button below is super important to make sure that you know exactly what each one does. So let's talk about the first option you use. Now, when you have the -20 highlighted, this is essentially like your pad function if you're familiar with mixers and audio. What this does is it actually drops the decibels by 20. So I would use this if I'm recording like at a show, a loud event, and just anytime that it's going to be super loud and you're going to be clipping, I would highly suggest hitting that 20. And with that being said, that means I would not use it if I'm just talking to the mic like this, because it just really cuts the audio, and then you're going to have to boost it in post, and it just, just don't do it. All right, so the middle light. The middle light is actually what my mic came like default as. So when I first listened to it, I kind of freaked out because I was like, oh man, is it only recording to one side? How do I fix this? But pretty much what that is it's a safety channel. So you're gonna record it at the current gain settings that you have. We'll go over the gain settings in a second. And that's what's gonna hear out of one ear. On the other side is actually gonna be one that's dropped 20 decibels. That option is there so that if you peak or anything like that, you have the backup on the right side channel. So yeah, you lose out on the option of using stereo with this mic, but that safety channel can sometimes save your. The third light is not like a feature you can use. This is actually gonna be your peak meter. As soon as that thing turns red, too loud, and you just clipped. Now the very bottom of it is going to be your gain knob. This is going to adjust the sensitivity of your mic and how much it's going to pick up. I highly suggest getting this to be around, if you're on a Sony camera, around 9 or 10 is kind of the sweet spot, and you set your settings in your camera to about 5. I know other cameras like the Panasonic, Blackmagic, and the Canon, I think you just set them down to 1 or 0, and the reason why you do that is because you want to make sure that the camera's preamps are not really doing any of the work. You want the mic to do all the work. So with that being said, you'd rather the gain come from the mic than from your camera's preamp. What I'm going to show you right now are going to be more of the everyday tests. I don't really have a lab to do anything with. Now we have the mic set to a high pass filter of 150. You'll notice that it doesn't sound as bright because it's cutting a little bit more off the high end to remove some hiss. And normally I would use this when we're outdoors. And this is what the mic sounds like with the high frequency boost on. It sounds extremely bright. You would normally want to use this with one of these. Let's actually see what it sounds like with the foam on it. Ideally, this is going to be the setup you're going to have when you're walking around. It's going to block out a lot of the wind noise that you're going to get from outdoors, and you're still going to pick up some of the high end that you lose. Alright everybody, thank you so much for watching this video. This was an awesome review to do. It's a new piece of equipment that I've been really excited to get. It's something I've been shopping for quite some time and was really glad that I got an audio upgrade. If you own this mic and you have any other tips, please feel free to go ahead and share them in the comments. I'm pretty sure I missed a lot of stuff. And if you do not own this mic, what do you guys think? Are you guys going to pick it up? What other mics were you thinking of? Leave that down there. Anyways, like and subscribe. I'm gonna catch you guys on the next one. Peace out.